John. This is John, and he's got some wonderful work here, which is, I'd say, sort of thrown, deconstructed, reconstructed into. Actually, when you look at it closely, it's all still functional work, although it doesn't, and it represents everyday objects almost, but used in a very different way.
Yes.
But how did you first stumble upon that idea?
Okay, shall I talk to the camera?
Yeah, that'd be good, thanks.
I've always been addicted to the wheel. Everything I make comes off the wheel.
Yeah.
And my feeling about the wheel is that it was always about functional pottery. It was always about making things to use. So I wanted to carry on that theme. Having said that, what I feel is powerful about the wheel is the ability to raise clay, lift it up from its natural slumping state. And also, the symmetry of it is beautiful. You know, it's got a very powerful symmetry, the wheel, for obvious reasons. And a little bit of an imp, of a naughty person inside me, wants to make that asymmetrical. So always, with all my work, I use the power of the wheel with raising and the symmetry, and then I try and change it, either by deconstructing and reconstructing, or by taking it off the wheel and changing the shape, abusing the symmetry. But it makes it, to my mind, very much more organic, more human, more touchable. Yeah, more touchable.
How did your idea for the teapots evolve?
Again, yes, from that, the teapots are thrown on the wheel from a single piece of clay, and then they're cut off before they're dry, and over about 2 or 3 weeks I work on them to change the symmetry and to create these elongated organic forms for the teapots. The only additions to the teapots are the decorations, such as the little devil here with his briefcase, who's come to collect from Mephistopheles on the deal that he cut.
Right. So there's a great sense of humour in a lot of your work here.
Yeah.
That's coming through all the pieces. So
Yes.
it says a lot about you as a person, which is very nice.
Which is, I have to laugh, otherwise I'd cry.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think in terms of the teapots and the jugs, I was looking again to harness but also move on the things that the wheel brings to clay. And for me it's a fruitful vein for creativity and imagination, really.
Fantastic.
A lot of the broken bowl aspects of my reconstruction are about trying to capture movement in clay, which is by definition a static material. So the idea of catching a moment in time.
At what point do you do the actual breaking down and then rebuilding? Is it in the leather hard stage?
Yes, leather hard, and it's always heartbreaking to break a nice bowl. You have to make a good bowl and then you have to break it.
Yeah.
But what you get is something different, something that piques and intrigues and engages people, and that's what I think pottery should be about.
So what kind of reaction have you had over the past
It's
day or
interesting.
so?
For instance, the broken bowls are, people will often come and have a look at them and want and be intrigued by them.
Yeah.
And that's good, because I'm intriguing people, but also it brings people to the store to think about the other pots. I think my pots need to be looked at carefully and thought about, and I like them to be held. I love people to pick them up and feel them as well. And so that's how really the reaction is very positive. People enjoy them, and that's very important.
Great. Well, it's lovely work. Thanks for sharing it with us.
Thank you. Well, thank you for asking. It's a pleasure to meet you. And
thanks, John.